Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for serving this week and for watching this video to prepare to lead your small group Sunday. This Sunday, we will be teaching our kids about initiative, seeing what needs to be done and doing it. We will be instilling the truth that they can trust God no matter what. In our Bible story from Nehemiah, we will hear about Nehemiah's plans to rebuild the wall as we learn that we shouldn't wait for someone else to do what needs to be done. Our verse this month is, "Work at everything you do with all your heart. Work as if you are working for the Lord." Colossians 3:23. As kids begin to join you, give each kid a straw rocket page to color and to cut out. Our kindergartners will already have theirs cut out. Our first graders will get to practice cutting. And then you'll give them a big, thick straw. At the end of the big, thick straw, you're going to have them tape it shut so no air will leak out. And then tape it to the end of backside of their rocket as soon as they are done coloring it. Once your group is ready, you will give them a smaller, skinnier straw. They'll put it through the big straw, but not all the way through. Then, pointing the rocket up, they will blow through the small straw, helping it launch. That'll be your first activity. For the next activity, you're going to replicate a simple Lego structure that you, the leader, build. The kids are going to get into teams or groups, and then you're going to hide your little structure that you've built, make sure that they can't see it, and then call one person up from each group to take 10 seconds to look at it, get a sneak peek so that way they can see what they're going to have to build. Then they have 30 seconds to go back to their team and describe what the build is going to look like. And then the team has 1 minute to build their structure and see if they can make the exact replica. At the end of the minute, the teams will show you their design. If it's the same, they win. If it's not, then you're going to go through the process again, but with another kid coming up, getting a 10-second sneak peek. That kid gets to go back to the team, tell them how they're going to build it with 30 seconds, and then 1 minute hands-on building their replica. As you're transitioning to large group time, ask them what they had to wait for in order to build successfully. Instructions from their team member, correct. Today's Bible story will tell about someone who saw something that needed to be done, but he didn't wait. Then, after large group, you're going to spread these Bible story pictures around your group, around the room in different places. And then you're going to read on your leader guide page the Bible story plot points. Have the kids search for the picture that matches what you're reading. And once they find the picture, they're going to bring it back with them to the circle. Then once all of the pictures have been found, you're going to have the kids stack them with the same type of picture together, and you're going to put them in order of the Bible story. Then dive deeper into your message by telling your class that Nehemiah could have chosen not to do anything, but instead he decided to do what needed to be done. He spoke to the king, he inspected the walls, then he started building. Nehemiah understood that people with initiative don't wait for someone else to do what needs to be done. They don't either. They get it done. They can see what needs to happen, and they do it. Share about a time when you did just that. Next, make a game board on the floor by laying out the pieces of colored construction paper, kind of like you would see a Candyland game board, spread out and moving around in different ways. Then take turns rolling the dice. You're going to have a stack of game cards. Then once the child moves forward what the dice says, then they will select one of the game cards. When they read it, it'll say things like, "You used the last bit of toilet paper and don't replace it with a new roll. Move back 2 steps." Or it could say, "Your baby brother is crying. You get down on the floor and play peekaboo. Move forward 4 spaces." Your group will then need to come up with or think about if those were things that showed initiative or not showed initiative. So the moving back spaces is items that doesn't show initiative. The ones where they're moving forward does show the initiative, just so that way you know. Tell your group that it's easy to take the easy path and not take initiative with things, but God wants us to do our part when we can. So don't wait for someone else to do what needs to be done. Do it yourself. Wrapping up, give each kid a rubber band and then a pen. You're going to have them write on the rubber band with the pen Don't wait. You may have to help some of our younger ones do this. You may need to spell it out for them so that way they can see it, or show them your example. Then they can take this item with them. They can put it on their wrist and keep it with them as a reminder during the week about having initiative and not waiting on someone else to do something, but doing it themselves. Like if they see the trash can is getting overly filled, they can offer to take it out, or they can take it out on their own if they have permission. They could see paper on the floor at school and pick it up without being asked to do so. Give them lots of examples and ways that they could take initiative at their home or at school, and challenge them to do that this week. There's a prayer in your leader guide about what to pray for our initiative this week, for everyone to be involved. Well, that wraps up our Sunday together. Text Timmy the keyword work if you've watched this video. Thank you again, leaders, for serving with us. Have a blessed week.